Great, thank you.
Thank you. Alex Eason, who's the trustee for the Mount Pleasant International Trust.
Good morning. Thank you for the opportunity of addressing you all this morning. Takamatua is the bay just before Akaroa, and it is one of the pearls in the region. It is becoming more and more popular. The amount of housing that's actually increasing in the area is substantial. Nothing has been done over the last years. It's very popular for all kinds of water recreation, beachgoers, and particularly an access entrance to go over to a place called Sandy Bay, which is only accessible by boat or some kind of craft. You could swim over there, but I haven't seen many people doing that. But the real issue is the amount of parking. It's also used by school groups, especially those that go over and you have a camp at the old school grounds, school building up on the main road. And they come down, they've got a whole fleet of piccolo boats that they come down and sail. But when I see those people there, and they get support coming over from town parents and grandparents and such, there is actually not much room there. So it's one of those areas I think we should, it needs to be seriously looked at, because it is, with boats and trailers and people parking there, it's relatively unsafe on those high days. So what I'm suggesting is, can I play with that? If you move to, those things I've just been talking about. If you go to the next slide, that's the point, the top left where it sticks out there. There's a big tree just to the left of that little promontory there. That's where the ramp is. And just this side of that, there is a whole, there's I think about 8 boat parks for boats and trailers. If you go to the next slide, please. What I'm suggesting, either that area to the right out into the sea is used, but there's also quite a large land reserve, which is road reserve, on the left side of their road there. The problem is the topography of that. I know the council is an expert at building retaining walls. It would take a reasonable retaining wall to keep that house safe there, but it's an area that I think we should consider working with increasing that area and making it safer. I think the demand for the area will just continue, as it's seen as one of those delightful recreational spots for the city, and also because of the increase in local residents in the area. Thank you.
I think the one on the coastline would come up against the coastal marine environment and the RMA. So I don't think that's a go. But you have raised a challenging issue. You're not the first person to raise this. It was raised in a previous plan. Am I remembering that right? No. It was about parking specifically at this bay.
I was at the TRA meeting the other day. They said they'd raised it about 10 years ago, as far as I can work out.
Oh, maybe they raised it 6 years ago when I did the first LTP. Yeah. Pauline.
Yeah, sorry, you might have covered this. Is it basically for boat launching there? Or do people just park there to swim?
Oh, there's a lot of people. The other day there was an art group that came down and were, doing the various things, but then people come down and just sit on the beach and things like that. There's people fishing off the wharf. A lot of people come and canoeing.
Right, so it's not just to launch your boat?
No.
Thank you.
All right, are there any other questions? Look, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Much appreciated.